Hey everyone, it's Orit here. This is a bit of a different video today on the channel. Some of you may have heard that I do graphic design work for clients, and I don't talk about it that often. It's kind of sprinkled into some of our videos here and there. But I wanted to share this video with you. It's actually a testimonial video from one of our clients. And I've been doing graphic design work for years, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. In addition to my music and releasing videos on the channel for you guys and coaching, so it's something that I've really worked at for years. I've worked with many clients, and instead of me telling you about my design services, I wanted it to come directly from one of our loyal and regular clients, Jerry Banfield. So he actually created a video on his channel talking, talking about his experience working together, and it's really great. He actually invited us to provide our design services because he was so happy with the quality of the work and the customer service. He invited us to put our design services on his platform called Uthena. So we've been working together since November 2018. I've created his media kit. Here, I'll actually show you guys. This is his media kit that I created. I've designed a few other things like his Kindle book cover, Facebook group cover. There's also a bunch of course thumbnails as well as YouTube thumbnails that I've designed for him. So we've been doing a lot of projects together, and I'm so grateful to still be working with Jerry as of today. So here is Jerry Banfield talking about his experience and the whole process and how payment works, everything from his point of view as our client. Enjoy.
Are you looking for a graphic designer online? Because if you are, you've just hit the jackpot. I'm Jerry Banfield. For almost 8 years, I've had a business online, and I've struggled with graphic design up until I discovered Arit. Arit is now the exclusive graphic designer I work with. She designs all of the new graphics, and thank God, what a relief. I used to hire graphic designers on Fiverr. I'd try and put out the word on my Facebook profile. I got to the point where I got so frustrated with hiring graphic designers and trying to fit my project into their exact gig specifications, and then graphic designers flaking out and not being available to work anymore. I got so frustrated. I was trying to learn graphic design and do it myself, and I didn't enjoy doing it, and I didn't produce things that looked good. And then Arit joined my partner program on Uthena.com. And thank God, because you can see this thumbnail, the image in the background I've got behind me. This is a design by Arit. It looks exponentially better than all of the thumbnail designs I did for myself. And here's the best part. Getting it done was super easy. I literally copied and pasted or typed the idea for this video really quick into a spreadsheet. It only took me a minute to think of how to do this and to build a system with Arit over time where my ideas can almost instantly turn into graphic designs. I absolutely love working with Arit, which is why we're here talking about Arit together, because I understand that you might have struggled like me with graphic design and with other freelancing services, especially things where you need to order. Let's take a look at Arit's gig she's got. Don't use the word gig. This isn't Fiverr. Arit is offering services. If you'd like to work with Arit, please use the link in the description to buy service with her off of Uthena.com, because this is how we work together for service, and I love working like this. As a business owner that's got a lot to do, that has lots of people I'm working with, this is a really simple system for a reliable graphic designer. Arit helps create engaging and beautifully designed graphics and PDFs. She's had something like almost 1,000 5-star reviews on other freelancing platforms. And I'm grateful now she's focusing on offering her services on Uthena, because this is a better way to work for her and a better way to work together for me. What I do with Arit is I order this service over and over again. Here's what we do. I send her payments of $1,000 at once for all kinds of graphic design work. I send it up front also because as a buyer, I have payment protection, which means if something goes wrong, it's pretty easy for me as a buyer to get my money back. There's no reason in this day and age where buyers have all the power with third-party platforms like PayPal and Stripe. There's no reason for Ari not to get the money up front for the work she's going to do. Then I have $1,000 of credit, and what Ari does is use the spreadsheet we've made together, and she just subtracts each project I ask for. I'll show you the spreadsheet in just a minute. You can get an idea of her prices right here. Her prices are amazing for the quality of work and the turnaround time she offers. You can see $35 for one social media graphic, and this is an example. This design here is $35 that we did together. It literally took me a minute or less to have the idea for this video, to have her do the design and throw it in the spreadsheet. Then if you want something else besides a simple thumbnail or a social media graphic, Ari can do a lot more. The most recent project I just did with Ari, she went through and did 39 different landing pages on Uthena.com. Something that would have taken me hours to do myself and to do at a lower quality than she was able to do it. That's what's awesome with working with Ari, is she's able to handle bigger jobs and smaller jobs all without having to figure out exactly what needs to be ordered on my end as a buyer. I just put the idea up there. She puts in how much it's costing me, and I just give her the money and give her the ideas. She gives me back the results. It's outstanding. She did the logo for Uthena.com. This is her logo. She also did the color scheme for Uthena.com, including the black bar at the top and the black bar at the bottom, and the text colors. She did all of that. She's outstanding. She can do things like t-shirt designs if desired. She can do landing pages, as she's done with her own beautiful landing page here. And all of this is super simple. You just pay the money up front, and then each service that's ordered after that, you subtract from it. I'll show you the spreadsheet we've got on my profile. So what I just did, I just downloaded this graphic off of our spreadsheet. Now, this is the actual spreadsheet we use. I just put all of these ideas in here, and we've got a specific project type called thumbnails, which this is the main thing I tend to need consistently. I need, like as in the background of this image, I need these thumbnail images because for my workflow, once I have a thumbnail image like this to start with, then all I need to do is film the video, give it to my video editor. The video editor's got a nice thumbnail image taken just by taking a snapshot of the first frame of the video. I've got a nice looking background, and that gives me the ability to easily and quickly make a video instead of taking 20 minutes of my own time doing something I don't like, trying to design a thumbnail that then doesn't look good at all, or foregoing the thumbnail completely and then ending up with a thumbnail that doesn't get a good click-through rate on YouTube or on Facebook. Then people don't watch the video. Then I'm missing out on a lot of organic reach because I didn't have a thumbnail that I put any effort or time into. You'll be amazed at how hard I've worked to avoid trying to go through the process of finding a great graphic designer. I'm so happy one was literally given to me in the partner program. You also can get things done like book covers. Ari did a beautiful book cover for my newest book, Officer Banfield, and you can tell if I go over to one. Look, this one I designed myself. I literally put some text on a generic green background, took a picture of myself. Then you compare that to something like this that Ari did with putting together a whole bunch of photos, making a beautiful collage. My wife actually loves it, unlike the custom book covers that I tried to do myself, which she rolled her eyes at. And some of these other book covers I paid more than with Ari, and then the designer I'm not able to keep working with them because they only were available on one freelancing platform and they only had a certain type of gigs that you could order, and trying to figure out 100 different projects, really annoying. Placing 100 different orders, really annoying. I've spent over $4,000, something like that, $3,000 or $4,000 with Arit now in credit on her graphic design. I intend to keep working with her indefinitely. She does a great job, which is why I've told you about her here, because she just put her service up. This, I hope, is an effective testimonial for showing how much I love her work. And we've got a system that is really effective for both of us to work together. What we've got in addition to the thumbnails, then we've got a design projects on here where we more actively communicate about things, where the thumbnails are kind of the bread and butter of what I need. And if it's something different, then we go over to the design projects tab. For example, the adjustments to the course landing pages on Uthena. I think that's a fantastic value. For $250, she went through, designed the course banner. Actually, that was 35 plus the 250, and she adjusted and put it on all the landing pages. That was so helpful. And next up, we're working on some category thumbnails, and I've got some ideas for t-shirts we can do. And it's so nice because I just throw these in here. I think I've probably reiterated the same point like 15 times now. If you'd like to order, will you please go over and order using the link in the description to Arit's service on Uthena.com, because she's put this up and I'm the first person she's worked with on this new $1,000 payment credit system. She's loving it, and I imagine you, especially getting all the way to the end of this, might love it as well. You might have some questions which I can answer for you. After you click the get started now, you will be getting in communication with Arit about how you get a system set up like we have. A system where you can just put your ideas out there and Arit can do the design with the minimal interference. The Airtable spreadsheet is what she intends to use with you, also the same as she uses with me. And this works really well with just paying for credit at once. If you are thinking about, well, why would I put $1,000 into this to start with? Why not just have gigs for $35 individually for each service? Arita's already done thousands of those kinds of orders. She is not your beginner level graphic designer. She's also not looking for a bunch of small clients that want a $35 order once a month. For Arit's business, it's much faster for her if she doesn't have to do all of that small client work. By small client, I mean you have graphic design needs. You might only need something $35 once every month or two. For me, I have thousands of dollars of graphic design work to do every single month because of all these thumbnails, all these videos I need to do. And I can't be bothered to sit there and try and order 30 or 40 times on some freelancing website every month. That's annoying. There's lots of other entrepreneurs I see with these same kind of graphic design needs, and the $1,000 option verifies for Arit that you are a client with ongoing graphic design needs and you're willing to put some serious money into your graphic design budget. Then Arit can work with a smaller number of clients on a very regular basis instead of trying to serve the masses, so to speak. That's what's great about Uthena, is we have set it up where you can have this kind of flexibility in offering your services. Arit wants to work with a smaller number of the very best clients, because when you do freelancing and you take a lot of gigs, there's a ton of time and energy that goes into messaging each client back and forth. It takes a ton of time to serve a brand new client and get on the same page. But like working with me, it's very easy for Arit to earn $1,000 working with me doing the same work, because we don't have to have all these back and forth conversations that you have to when you're just getting started working with somebody. This is something she can do because she's already done all those $35 orders for thousands of orders already. She's already got that proven experience, and I imagine you'll love working with her as much as I do. If you think you don't have $1,000 worth of work right now, you're thinking, well, I've just got this one book cover. I recommend to order this anyway. When I first started working with Arit, I didn't see how much design work I had. I knew I needed a book cover, and I knew I needed one or two other things. That certainly did not add up to $1,000 at the beginning. Here's what happened. Once I got those first couple projects done, I could see all the rest of the help I needed. You might not realize how much more help you need if you're like me and you've been constantly triaging your needs. Things like graphic design, you constantly are saying, okay, what's urgent? What do I really need help with? Once you get those done, you might see the things you really need help with on a regular basis, but you might not be able to see those until you've placed the order and until you've got the most urgent thing done. You might realize, oh, there's a bunch of other things I could use some regular help with, and then I could stop doing it myself and it would come out better. I therefore recommend just put the $1,000 in because you get a lifetime credit. Even if you don't know when you're going to need something again, you might realize in a year that you've got something else to do. More than likely, though, whatever the first few projects are you want done, you'll realize you'd love for Arit to handle more of your graphic design. And if you're like me, that $1,000 credit, you will go through that faster than you ever imagined. When Arit did the first couple of projects, and I realized after that how much more help I needed. We've went through now at least $3,000 already since then, and we've worked together maybe a month or two. And all I could see at the beginning was maybe a few $100s for a book cover and maybe one or two other things that I wouldn't have thought would even add up to 1,000, let alone 3,000. I am very happy with this today because the secret to growing your business is to cut doing those things you don't do well that you can get help with that other people do better, and to work together with others instead of trying to do it all yourself. The difference between being self-employed and being a real entrepreneur is someone who's self-employed does their whole business by themselves. Someone who's an entrepreneur works really well with others. If you are wondering about the format the source file comes in, Arit can work with you on that. Arit can do a ton of different design work in the thousands of orders she's done. She's done a ton of different things. And she's decided to offer on Uthena because this gives her the full flexibility to design anything. She doesn't have to think of a specific service up front in order to offer it. You can work with her to offer things she might not even have thought of and that you might not be able to find another specific service for. But Arit can do all kinds of things from worksheets, forums, social media graphics, t-shirts, thumbnails, postcards, flyers, presentations. I'm intending to have Arit make me some PowerPoint presentations for my future videos because this another huge weak point I've identified in my teaching. I don't enjoy going through and making PowerPoints, and when I make them, they don't look good. Arit can do that. She can also do things like web page makeovers like she's done with Uthena, course landing design. She can even design a template for you. If you've got more than $1,000 worth of design work, here's the awesome thing. You invoice and work directly with Arit on that. All we do on Uthena is take the first payment, the one that gets you in the door. Once you've paid Arit already and you want to keep working with her, there's no reason for Uthena to be in the middle. There's no reason for us to be awkwardly trying to take the payment. You work straight with Arit to invoice, and this means that there's no worry about having some kind of interference from a third party. As we've seen the hard way, when you work on third-party platforms, you can have your relationships be terminated by a third party. I just hired a freelancer on Upwork who was doing a great job and then got banned from Upwork, and I haven't been able to contact them since then. With this, you work directly with Arit once you've placed the first $1,000 order, and this helps Arit avoid anything besides working directly with clients that are ready to go. I've encouraged her to set it up this way based on my experience. If someone really wants to work with you, they'll drop the money and get started right away, as I've seen myself. The all most of the other people that just have emails to send and stuff aren't really serious. And you might as well just set it up. At the point Arit's at in her career of designing is to just work with people that are serious and make deep relationships with them. Now, this has been my opinion based on my experience with Arit. You recommend fact check anything I've said with Arit in case I've butchered it. I've done this video out of a love for Arit and her business and a desire to help her build her business, because I love helping you and anyone else who wants to have a business online build a successful business. I love being able to work at home. I'm in a shed in my backyard right now, a home office. I love being able to have this flexibility to be there with my family. And that's why my work life is devoted to helping you and those around you build businesses that are successful online. And Uthena is the platform where we're doing that. Thank you very much for watching this or listening to it or reading it. I love you. You're awesome. I appreciate getting the chance to introduce my digital designer, Arit, to you today. And man, I hope this has been as helpful for you as it has been for me. When you'd like to work with Arit, please use the link in the description and you will go straight to her landing page where you can get started with her today.
All right, guys, well, there you have it, directly from Jerry, what it's like and all of his thoughts regarding working together with us for our design services. So if you are someone who has a lot of ongoing design work, or you have a big design project ahead of you that you need someone to take off your plate, I would love to hear from you and I would be happy to help. Feel free to click on the link in the description below. Uthena is where we currently exclusively offer our design services, so you can check that link out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Back from the dead.